Attend. Hut. Salute. Cut. At ease. Hey, everybody. What up, though? Nathan Chase at the movies. Let's get into Spike Lee's new joint. He can't go see the Knicks play basketball. So I could see the Knicks play basketball. He can't go see the Knicks play basketball. So he decided to shoot a movie. Good for Spike. Good looking out, Spike. But this movie of The Five Bloods is about four guys that was in Vietnam, black guys that was in Vietnam, and they went back to find their friend that died over there and some gold. But what Spike did is he tried to make it like a tribute movie. So he got like pictures and short videos about actual black history moments like Vietnam. So it's got graphics. It's showing like Vietnam pictures. So you don't like Vietnam pictures, then you cover your eyes. But he's showing like historical black people throughout history, and a lot of people that was in Vietnam. It was a reference to Crispus Attucks in there, like people that got elected to Congress and things like that. The Martin Luther King assassination is in there. And so these four guys, they older and they go back to Vietnam to try to find their friend. And when the movie started, it was kind of slow. I was like, this is gonna be like Triple Frontier for black men, because y'all really like getting mad at each other, and y'all overseas and y'all acting funny, but you're supposed to get the money and get out of seas. You don't act crazy overseas, because if they lock you up, then you're not coming. It'll be a long time for you come home if you come home. So I'm like, as a military person, I'm like, if y'all just don't get the money and get out of here. But, so then it turns into like, I'm like, y'all just need therapy. Everybody just need therapy. I can't believe that y'all all came over here to Vietnam to find out y'all don't like each other. And the person that was getting on my nerve the most was Delron Lindo's character. He was just like agitating. He was just like mad at everything and everybody, and come to find out he ended up being like a Trump supporter. And I was like, oh, that's why you was agitating me. Like, no. So, but he was like a Trump supporter, and he was like he played that role because everybody is disenfranchised. And I was like, I know a whole bunch of disenfranchised people, and they not voting for Trump. But he was just like annoying me in the movie. It wasn't that he was a Trump supporter, but I was like, oh, good one, Spike. Good one, Spike. You slipped that one in there, and I was just like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I'm about to turn this movie off. I was like, oh, Spike might hit a dud with this one. But then we got to like the 120 mark, and okay, we in Vietnam looking for gold in our friend. Something need to pop off, and boom, that's when the action started happening. And I was like, all right, Spike, we own to something. So then they end up, his son showed up. Delron Lindo's son showed up, like, hey, Pop. I'm like, what? I think it's one of the guys from the guy from I think he's from one of the NWA movies or something. I can't remember what his name is. But he showed up like, hey, Dad, I want a bond in Vietnam, and I want some of the money. I'm like, what? But Delron Lindo, he was like he's a real hard ass in this movie. And so, they all go out, and they go looking for the gold. And they actually ran into some trouble. Yeah, imagine that. You go to Vietnam, 4 old black guys and your son, and y'all go to Vietnam looking for some gold. And you one of the guys got like a lady that he knew that he had like a baby with, like back then. He got her to help him out, and what do you know? Everything don't go as planned. So they basically got to end up, these 4 old black dudes got to fight their way out of Vietnam. Again, but you old now. You ain't got no platoon. You ain't got no tanks. You got no helicopter, nothing. All you got is a boarding pass from Delta. I don't even know if Delta's even an airline anymore. Like, one of the guys was slew-footed, and they like, "What's up with that?" I was like, "You shouldn't have came." And then the other old guy, he was like taking Oxycontin because he had a bad hip, and then they called him like a junkie punk, and then he like pulled all his pills out. But Spike Lee was trying to, he was trying to say how, Chadwick Boseman was like the guy that died, so they would kind of like went back looking for him, and they always kept referencing how it was a brotherhood, and we don't do this in a brotherhood, and we stick together. So they kind of like ganged up on him and was like, "We not no junkies." So he like pulled his Oxycontin out, and then just like limped with a bad hip. I was like, "That's not smart." I was like, "That." Especially if it was prescribed by the doctor. But it got like two guys in there that's from The Wire. The one guy that was the mayor, the one that said shit. What was his name? Isaiah Whitlock is in there. You got Jenna Reno. He played the French guy that was supposed to help them get the money out. There you go, right there. He played the French guy that was supposed to help them get the money out. And at that 120 mark, it got kind of serious. It got kind of funny. Got kind of funny and serious. Delroy Lindo kind of lost it. He was losing it. And later at the end of the movie, they kind of tell you why he was like always agitated, because he was like, "I got my own demons. I got my own demons." And so at the end of the movie, you find out why he had his own demons, and they still ended up turning on each other. That's not a spoiler. They still ended up turning on each other, fighting each other, and his son turned on him. Oh, that was funny. Oh, it was funny. Oh my God, it was too funny. It was the plot twist. The plot twist was good. It was a good plot twist. But it still had the thing about about forgiveness and exercising your demons and helping other people, because it was like they had like an Asian tour guide, and then it was like some people that was looking like for like bones and getting rid of mines in Vietnam, so they ended up running to those people. So everybody kind of like had to all survive and kind of work together at one point to get out of there. Then there's a couple of people was in on the setup, and it was good. It was good. I was if I'd have turned it off, I'd have missed it. But it just took off, and Spike took it to a good spot. It ended well. People got to die. I know that. Look, I don't care if it's old people going to Vietnam. Somebody still got to die. And people died. And I don't know. Sometimes it's funny. It was funny. Yes, it was. Yes, fuck that. It was funny. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yes. The first person to go. When the first person go, it was kind of funny. The first person to go was kind of funny. Like the second person too, man. Second person too, is because it threw you off. It was like, oh, okay, that's where we go with there, Spike. So it was. I liked it. It ended well. It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute for it to pick up. It's gonna take a minute because you got to take a long time to do, character introductions, like a lot of characters in there. But once it gets going, it keeps giving you enough to just keep watching. Like, okay, that's good enough. What's next? Okay, that's good enough. What's next? What's next? What's next? And yeah, for what, 2.5 hours, 2.5 hour movie. I was happy. I was happy. If you really not like into Black Lives Matters, then you probably don't want to watch it, because it's like a Black Lives Matter scene in there, and you just gonna be like, I'm sick of seeing this on my TV. Turn it off. So you that's just a fair warning to those type of people that might see this. You probably don't want to see that. But then again, yeah, you don't want to see it. Never mind. But anyway, check out the movie. Spike Lee, The Five Bloods. It's on Netflix. 2.5 hours. It's good. Give it a minute to warm up. Spike Lee, I think he did a great job, because I remember Spike Lee just always did he's always did like always black movies. You know what I'm saying? Like She's Gotta Have It. It's like a lot of black people in it. But this time he just went over to Vietnam, so he had to like mix. It was black, white, Vietnamese people. It was all different kind of cultures and races, and riding through the jungle. I guess he was really in the Vietnam jungle. That looked like the Vietnam jungle to me. That's pretty good, Spike. That was pretty that was pretty good. You opened up. You got a little busy on that one. It didn't seem like a Spike Lee movie because you didn't see a whole bunch of black people in it. I was just saying, it didn't seem like a Spike Lee movie because you didn't see a whole bunch of black people. You see a lot of different people. The main four characters or five characters was black, but besides that, everybody else wasn't. It wasn't no Keishas. There was not one Keisha in that movie. So yeah, check it out. I think it's good. I give Spike Lee a thumbs up on the Five Bloods. Check, that's a definite watch on Netflix. Nathan Chase at the movies. I'm out. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Leave me a comment. If there's a movie you want me to check out, let me know. I'll watch anything. I am out. And yeah, this uniform is real. Am I a general? Don't ask too many questions, okay? Don't ask too many questions.